Up next, Russ and I are going to cover the recent 4K list from Scream Factory.
Make sure you subscribe to our page and give this video a like. It's literally free and the best way to support our channel. Even better, click the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos.
Groovy.
Let's talk about Scream Factory.
Love them.
Let's talk about their just insane amount of news that they've put out in the last week or two since we've been gone. First things first, out October 4th, which was previously September 27th. It got pushed back by a week. On 4K Ultra HD from Scream Factory is Army of Darkness 4K, the Collector's Edition. This one was rumored back in 2020 to have a 2021 release, and now it's finally coming in 2022. So for all of you, I guess you included Russ, that got the Groovy collection, your counterpart is here.
Don't insult me.
The companion piece has now arrived for it. No extras revealed whatsoever, but it was a collector's edition before, so there could be, all that's probably returning. Yeah. They've been known to kind of just bring the old stuff back. Their listing is, this is a 4-disc, so there's 4 different runtimes listed: theatrical, directors. There's an international one and a television cut. Some people were asking in the comments, which one's the 4K? Are they all 4K? What are we getting? And they confirmed that only the theatrical is getting a 4K. The rest will be on blue. And some people are upset by that because I think some people actually like the director's cut more. Then you've got this steelbook, which I honestly think looks really cool.
Oh, this is the one I pre-ordered.
Yeah, I think this one looks really cool. The next option is you can get the original artwork with a set of pins. It's going to cost you about $60 more for those pins. And then the other option is you can get the steelbook with the pins, and you can see here what the poster looks like. See how it's an extended sort of picture here. Got the portal, some other things going on. It's pretty awesome. And this, by the way, is $99.99, so $3 more than the regular edition. Now you can get both of the movies and the pins and both posters for $125 and $99. And these pins are limited to 1,000, by the way. I think I'm going to go regular edition, no pins. I hope it comes in one of those hard slip cases. I think that would be awesome. But will this be the last time we buy Army of Darkness, Russ? I guess that's the real question here.
I've easily spent $500 on the Evil Dead series in my life.
Hail to the king, baby.
What about the remake Evil Dead in 4K that's coming in a collector's edition from Scream
Factory? I like
Factory?
that this is getting released because this wasn't released prior from Scream Factory. This wasn't on blue from them.
Now it's coming out September 27th. No extras either. It is a collector's edition. The original release had 5 featurettes on it and a commentary.
There's definitely potential here for new updated features.
I don't know if you remember this, Russ, but we're big fans of busts, and that bust edition that came out in Germany was awesome because that bust...
I'll tell you what, if they did that bust for the original movie with the that actress and I would have bought that.
I wonder what, if ever, the chances would be of this getting a box set with this one and the show and the Groovy collection and Army of Darkness. What day do you think we will ever see in our lifetime that
It'll
happens?
Happen. But they're already making more.
These studios would go bankrupt if they stopped getting our Evil Dead dollars also. It's like a guaranteed cash cow every 2 years. Get those coffers filled. Roll out another Evil Dead set,
and it is
sons of bitches.
And at this point, it's like it's like a theme of life right now. It's like, at what age do I give up rebuying Evil Dead, and then I will officially become a man?
Hail to the king, baby.
Starring Adrian Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis, John Houseman, Janet Leigh as Kathy Williams, and Hal Holbrook as Father Malone. The Fog. What you can't see won't hurt you. It will kill you. Between midnight and 1, it will find you.
The Fog is another one that's coming out in another collector's edition. It is coming out September 13th from Scream Factory, another John Carpenter release for them. It's a 2-disc collector's edition. Previously put out by Studio Canal in 4K, just like we've covered 100 times before. All the John Carpenter movies have been put out by Studio Canal in 4K, and those
white
little
cases.
those white little sets. So all of the Scream Factory ones have basically just been those transfers. You are getting a new Atmos soundtrack with this one, which is pretty cool, and a new restored original mono track, which I'm seeing people lose their goddamn minds over. Again, Scream Factory's put this out before. There's no features announced for this, but obviously it's probably going to be at least the collector's edition stuff from the last time. For this one, every literal option known to man is available. There are 9 versions of this that you could possibly get. Different configurations between steelbooks and pins and posters and vinyls. They are really going nuts for this release. So here's The Fog Original Edition. Okay.
I mean, The Fog's a great film. I'm just surprised for The Fog.
A little annoying, but you're right.
So, yep. So this poster is also sold out, by the way. So this one for this original art.
I love that original art.
Me
I was
too.
just looking at it. I was like, damn, I might pick that up.
So then you've got the Fog Steelbook they're putting out. Also a poster, kind of in the same vein as the Army of Darkness one. It's like a wide, long ways one.
And it works for Army of Darkness and Friday 13th. I don't like that artwork.
Each one of these versions, the original art or the Steelbook art, you can get with a vinyl as well. So if you get it with the original art, it's $60.99. If you get it with the Steelbook art, it's $63.99.
I will say, research this vinyl. When they announced this for Escape from New York, they made it look like that soundtrack was like the original 1981 sound. It was not. It was new recordings with John Carpenter and his son doing Escape from New York stuff. Just keep in mind what you're buying, because I noticed that in the fine print of that Escape from New York set that looked identical to this.
Well, it says on here that the vinyl is limited. It contains the score, but it does say it also contains new music
See what I
from
mean?
Carpenter, which are, they list
And
2
that bugs
separate
me.
songs that he is putting on there, one from 2019 and one from some other time.
And
with
that
this
bugs
band.
me. I mean, come on. If we all grew up on John Carpenter scores, we want that original soundtrack. I don't want updated re-recordings or modern takes. To me, it's a little disingenuous because when you see this presented to you in this way on their website, I would immediately assume that's the original soundtrack.
I like what you said, but for your information, you lied.
They're putting out a figure for this. They have not revealed the art, but each version, the steel or the regular, can come with the figure. It's $76.97 for the regular and $79.97 for the steel. And the figure is of Adrienne Barbeau as Stevie Wayne.
Really?
Shipping separately.
It's just her sitting at the radio station.
Her figure has not been revealed at this time.
They're trying to figure out how it'll work. I get it's John Carpenter and it's a great film, but like action figures and stuff, The Fog isn't that kind of movie to me.
This is a figure, not an action figure. This is a
sorry.
statue.
I won't insult the doll, but I mean, it's just
it's
like,
Adrienne Barbeau.
Fog is a traditional ghost story that is low key. And it's almost like they're selling it as if it's.
Oh, they're selling it. They're selling it, Russ, because you can also get both of these editions with the figure and the vinyl if you want. You can get that combination. Now it's $100.98 for the regular and $103.98 for the steel. And if you weren't sold yet and you want the whole Fog kit and caboodle, you can get both movies, vinyls, figures, both posters, and a set of pins for $200.96.
Incomplete. It doesn't have the Fog remake.
I think you're taking all of this much too seriously.
Can you believe this edition of the Fog that Scream Factory is offering?
I cannot. Scream Factory,
It's a lot.
You are off your rocker.
It's a lot.
Honestly, most people, when I talk to them about the Fog, they don't know what I'm talking about. They've never seen it.
Why does the monster have a sword in his hand?
There is no. It's not. It's they're pirates. They're ghosts.
ghost
They show up at
pirates.
the end of the movie.
The Return of the Living Dead.
The Return of the Living Dead. Collector's edition with exclusive poster, October 18th.
And I will be buying this. I wasn't aware of this before getting together today with you. I missed this announcement. Great film.
You can also get it with pins. No details. It has been put out before in a collector's edition, so same deal.
And expect the future release of Part 2, not Part 3, because Scream Factory released a special edition of Return of the Living Dead 2. But they don't own the rights to 3.
And probably some of the most shocking news of the week. Scream Factory's putting out more Halloween 4Ks, as I'm sure most people probably assumed was going to happen at some point.
God damn it.
October 4th, 4K Ultra HD from Scream is the Halloween 1995 to 2002 collection, which I think when I first heard that title, not knowing too much about Halloween at all, I was like, man, 7 years. There might be a lot of movies in there. And then it was like, oh, no, there's only 3.
Who's going to buy a set of these 3?
So it's 3 films, The Curse, H2O, and Resurrection. And I know that I railed on the art the last time we did this. The same guy's back, and I think good because at least it all matches. But some of these, like this one where he's, I don't know, summoning the leaves behind him. I mean, some of these are a little Again, kind of wonky. This box set arrives with a horrendous outer box. I feel like this outer box is just dumb.
Who cares? Don't buy. Even if it had good artwork, don't buy this.
It's dumb.
These are like the 3 least popular ones. Resurrection gets shitted on nonstop. Even H2O, which is a decent movie, isn't very well liked fan-wise.
Yeah, well, it turns out that Shout, I guess when they announced this, they said that they were not allowed to release these separately due to rights. So they had to put them in a box set. Otherwise, they didn't say this part, but otherwise maybe they would have released all of these at the same time, which to me makes sense because what's happening here is you have 3 individual slipcases shoved inside this stupid outer box. So literally they produced this thing and just stuck the 3 movies in that they probably already had in the can or were ready to use or were going to use. It's just this is their way of getting these out that they probably would release anyway. But like you said, this smells like bait or something. It's like a year from now, all of them are then going to come in a set because wouldn't that constitute the same clause? Like these aren't being released separately if I stick it in a box set with everything.
And that's what kind of upsets me because obviously what they're going to do now is next year we're going to get Rob Zombies in this treatment, and then you're going to get a box set of all of them together, just like the one that already exists on Blu-ray.
Sorry.
If you're a gambling person and you want all of these in the series and you want them all to have the same art and all the same slipcases, somebody would probably buy this, trash this outer box, and just stick this on their shelf, and all, whatever it is, 8 will look nice together. But then maybe the box set comes out and fucks you later. But is the box set just all of these shoved in? Is there more content? You know, it's like, who knows how they're just going to repackage this and not make it worthwhile. It's just if you didn't get it yet.
Yeah.
Like that's what a lot of this shit comes down to.
I mean, it's only Halloween.
Just also real quick, Shout Select kind of named a few interesting titles. Platoon 4K is coming out from them September 13th in a collector's edition. No details again, but it is a collector's edition. So Shout actually put this out before in a steelbook, but it was like a 4K remastered steel.
I know, I own it.
Do you own that? I have the Blu-ray. So I wonder if the features that they got together on that will probably be on here. And apparently someone was mentioning down below that like the Laserdisc has a ton of like making of and stuff that never saw the light of day on Blu-ray, and they would hope that something like that would maybe come over. I think I'd probably pick this up. It also comes with a poster, but Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is coming out in 4K by them, also the Shout Select label, which I thought is kind of interesting. It's coming out October 11th.
Man, Shout's starting to get on my nerves now. They're milking this.
What are they milking? How are they milking?
They put out a set already in Blu-ray of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey, which tells me they have the rights to do this. And what they just did with Halloween, it seems like they're doing with Bill and Ted now.
Yeah,
just put them both out
for
at the same
$36.
time. Put them out at the same time. Like,
We don't got time for this shit.
69 dudes.
Cool World. We covered Cool World so long ago. It finally has a date, September 13th. And
I thought it already came out.
It didn't. It's not out yet. And this is a collector's edition, but no features revealed. I'm so interested to see. Is Bakshi coming back? And then also Fargo was dated. Shout Select's putting that out. There isn't any news. It's not even on their website yet. But
I
it
bought
has
that
been dated.
damn steelbook too. Wasn't that a 4K scan that they put out of Fargo?
I think it might have been, yeah.
I'm stupid. I'm just gonna stop buying.
Well, this is coming out
I'm not
October
collecting
25th
movies
for all you
anymore.
idiots out there that might have already bought.